or day. Today, day number 7, yeah? Day number 7. So amazing, time passed, in fact, time does not stay still, this relative time. Even a fraction of a second is moving. Yeah. In fact, the transitory nature phenomena is one of the Buddha's first teaching. Yeah. There's a teaching called Four Seals, and the first line is, teaching on the transitory nature of phenomena. And Buddha said, all composite phenomena here, meaning things that came together based on cause condition, are impermanent. It's transitory nature, And then second line of teaching was conditional existence. Now here again, karma-based conditional existence again, This is not ultimate truth, but it's reality that's based on karma, and it's conditional existence, And then, Buddha said, conditional existence is suffering. Yeah. Padmasambhava even went further by saying, in the world of samsara, there does not exist even a fraction of a moment of true happiness. If true happiness exists, then it's not samsara. Okay, like that. So now here, you have to understand Buddhist teaching on what constitutes true happiness. The seemingly momentary, fleeting pleasures and joys that ordinary people experience is not considered true happiness. See? In Buddhist teaching, true happiness has to be true to its own core nature, meaning it shouldn't change. The fact that it changes and then clinging on to that little pleasures and joys, momentary fleeting sense pleasures and joys you so confused or lost, think that is the happiness, is a confusion. In Buddhist teaching, this particular type of happiness is called actually doesn't have term happiness. It's called a suffering of change. In fact, it's called suffering of change. You know how ordinary people generally understand the suffering as only the pain, painful experience. That's all ordinarily people understand as a real suffering. Buddha taught, addition to this pain and suffering, there's a suffering of change. And this momentary sense pleasure that people are so grasped onto is not happiness, rather it's a suffering, because when you don't have it, then you suffer, you see. One very good example of this is drug addiction. You see people like dopamine craving, whatever that you go for, and you think that that's not real happiness. See, this is what Buddhist teaching called suffering of change, right? Then there's more like fundamental based suffering, and that is called a suffering of, the term in Buddhist scripture is suffering of all pervasiveness. Terms like that is used. And in other words, ground of all the suffering. And that's ignorant in Buddhism. As long as we are ignorant sentient being, we're bound to suffer. You see, the ground of suffering is there, all base suffering. So because ignorance is there, And we have this conditional existence such as form, body, skandha of form, 5 skandha base, form, body, skandha. And this is because the ignorance is there and form, body is there, we're going to suffer sooner or later. Yeah, like that, you know. So this is what the second teaching of the Buddha, conditional existence is suffering. And then true nature of phenomena is emptiness, Buddhist. Yeah. True nature of phenomena is emptiness. And the last teaching is Nirvana is peace. Yeah. This is general teaching that which he taught for all followers. Basically, more like a Hinayana level teaching. Yeah. Nirvana is also, you have general nirvana, and then you have ultimate nirvana. Ultimate nirvana is Buddhahood. General nirvana is you just out of samsara. You will achieve peace. You no longer karmically fall back through meditation, practice, and training. You train and you are able to go into it. Truly achieve true peace through meditation, training. But it's not ultimate Buddhahood though. But still deserve nirvana because it's free from samsara. You have achieved peace though, true peace, you know. Yeah, it's just not perfect state of mind yet. That's all, you know. So in Buddhism, especially Mahayana Vajrayana Buddhism, you have to, how do you say, distinguish between general nirvana and ultimate nirvana. Ultimate nirvana being Buddhahood. And it's the state of perfection, right? So the last of the 4 seal is nirvana is peace, like that. So, you know, fascinating how time changed. Yeah. So if and when you understand this transitory nature and all these things properly, you know, you have a chance of understanding deeper meaning of reality, you know, right? Yeah. When Buddha says true nature of phenomena is emptiness, but that's underlying truth, you know. And because of that, everything is possible, you see. Yeah. Ultimately speaking, you know, it boils down to in our own real experience, our self-experience of our mind, right? So, in other words, mind's, you know, nature's emptiness. Yeah. But it's nothing. It's not nothingness, though. You know, this is the mistake. Most people, emptiness means then nothingness. No. It just means it's not a particular thing as something that you can grasp onto. See? Right? Phenomena is not a thing. To think it is thing is the mistake. You see? True nature is emptiness. Mind's nature is emptiness. But mind's nature is not just emptiness alone, though. Like this Mahamudra prayer says, you know. It's luminous. You see, our mind, from our own experience, we know it's very clear. See? Yeah. And at the same time, it has a sharp, penetrating awareness as well. See? All these are aspects of the mind. A very important point in understanding how one's own mind is. Yeah. And this is where the connection of 3 kaya comes in. And 3 kayas comes in. Manifestation of body, speech, and mind comes in. Impure experience of body, speech, and mind. Pure experience of body, speech, and mind. Things like that. All based on understanding these things correctly. Yeah. Like that. You see, I keep on telling everybody that according to Buddhist teaching, everybody is Buddha nature. You know, Buddha nature really saying Everybody's Buddha nature is same. As far as Buddha nature is concerned, there's no difference between a squirrel that's wandering over there versus our mind. No different. It's just the karma is different. You know, defilement is different. Obscurations, defilement, that's different. Even we're here, like 30 some people here. Every one of our karma and level of obscuration, defilement to our Buddha nature, that's different. Not like that. Huh? So, yeah, spiritual path and work is just, get cleared away that. Then when you clean up everything, clean, then manifest your own true nature. Yeah. Ultimately, it's really a self-discovery. Yeah. Enlightened gurus can help you, inspire you, help you, shower you with blessing, so that you're deeply in, energy-wise, right state of mind, and so on, and then you're finally able to have all correct, correct emotions, say. I mean, correct emotions such as pure faith and devotion, pure love and compassion, things like that. These are the type of things that Guru's blessings, lineage blessing, Buddha's blessing, Chenrezig blessing do. Yeah. And this is part of where, like the other day, Palden asked me a question about quantum leap things. So this is where the quantum leap has something to do with this. Meaning, if a practitioner were to generate true love and compassion, a great compassion, or great faith and devotion, it's the same thing actually. It's pure mind. One is geared towards enlightened guru, lineage, Buddhas and Buddhists. Other one is geared to a mother sentient being. That's the only difference. It's actually the same, pure mind, pure compassion, or pure faith and devotion. That it's been said, this is tantric doctrine. In tantric doctrine, a single moment of a powerful, pure faith and devotion to a guru, or compassion to mother sentient being, completely selfless compassion. Single moment of that makes a spiritual quantum leap. This is where that actual quantum leap story really comes in. Meaning that I explained the other day, just by doing that, it's just so much power, so powerful energy, like, positive energy and purification, purify karma and accumulate so much power of virtue, that which comes from pure state of mind. Ordinarily speaking, it will take eons and eons for you to mass that amount of virtue, power of virtue, or purifying it. This is where quantum leap thing comes in. It might take, millions of lifetimes to have, ordinarily virtuous deed, a little bit here, a little bit there, like that, Yeah, and then when you have pure. This is where, like, in our Kagyu lineage, Mahamudra lineage, Guru devotion, and crying, cry lineage things all come from, because it's so powerful. And if you can continually generate pure devotion like that, your karma will be purified very quickly. Very quickly. Your power of your own pure mind, Yeah, you overcome like that. And your mind will become completely clear. Yeah. Ultimately, it's clear versus unclear. Yeah. It's the thing. Awake. See? Buddhahood. Awakened state. And ignorant state, not awaken. To a point, you see, even our human beings with very good common sense, intelligent, everything, still many people seemingly look like pretty smart guys, didn't even understand very basic thing like killing is wrong even. See? Like that. So when you have correct understanding, then you see everything clearly. Yeah. Then you're able to engage in all the right activities, right? And eventually to a perfect activity. Oh, yeah. This is the activities of the Buddha, right? Yeah. Buddhas have the perfect activity. Bodhisattvas have incredible activity, but not nothing like Buddhas though. Buddha's activity is limitless, Bodhisattvas, depending on their state of bodhisattva insight, qualities depends on that, and so on, like that. Yeah. So quantum leap. Yeah. We are like purely practice powerfully, generate all the positive and correct spiritual energies, then enlightenment will happen. Why? Because cause, condition, or enlightenment has come together. Cause, condition, or enlightenment is there, enlightenment will happen. Cause, condition, or enlightenment is not there, enlightenment is not going to happen. As simple as that. You see? Right? Yeah. Cause, condition for hell is there, then you will have hell. Condition for hungry ghost, you're going to have hungry ghost experience. Cause, condition, dumb like animal, then you're going to have animal-like experience. This is how it is, karma, cause, condition. So based on same principle, cause, condition for, positive experience there, then you have positive experience, virtuous experience, virtuous, peaceful experience, cause, condition, peaceful experience. Enlightened cause, enlightenment will happen. And this, you see, not very complicated. You see, like that, right? Yeah. I know I don't need to convince you, but I'm Buddhist evangelist. I'm shouting more, yeah? I'm getting this energy from Christian evangelists. They're doing it, so I'm going to do it too. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it.